How long were you on the show on Smallville?
I was on through season 4. And my favorite thing about season 4 was bringing in Lois and meeting Erica and having that fun, because she was just amazing.
She was
as soon
amazing.
as we saw her, we were just like, okay, we've got a whole different dynamic that we can play with that's even a little bit more adult than what's going on the teen side of the show. And I think that was also, Alan Miles' gift, was that they always were looking for a way to keep the show fresh, to keep it going. Like if Clark and Lana weren't going to sleep together because they couldn't, then what were we going to do? And how could we make it interesting? So they built a different triangle. And Lois came into the show, and Erica just had fun, and she was very different than any other voice in the show.
Yep.
And I remember when we first started talking about her and doing some of those episodes, was that we really, and I don't know whether or not, Tom, you ever got this note, but was that we were looking for a very 1930s kind of banter, that it was much more like Katharine Hepburn and Cary Grant, that it was that kind of sort of funny, silly stuff that you guys could say to each other, because you always had to be so earnest with Lana. Mm-hmm. And so this just opened another door that we could go into. And I sort of remember us thinking, and I don't remember how 4 sort of played out, but that we really wanted to keep Lex away from Lois as long as we could, so that she could sort of form her own opinions about everything, and then Lex could come in and be sort of the devil on her shoulder going, well, maybe what you're seeing is not everything that you're seeing. And that gave them a dynamic that we'd never seen before, because, again, in the comics, as they got older, they dated before Clark and she dated. And
right.
So that, so much of what we were able to do was be able to sort of tweak the fans, was to be able to sort of leave little things that they could go, oh, I know why they're doing that, because this is what happens in the comics. And then nobody would ever follow up on it or anything. That was just the fun of doing those things.